Hello, I'm Amy Johnson. Here's your CBS On The Go update. Our top stories this Sunday morning. The CHP killed a man on the 5 freeway this morning in Boyle Heights. Officers say the man was wandering on the freeway. Cell phone video shows several shots were fired. The northbound 5 was closed most of the morning. Also overnight, crews had to pull a driver from an SUV that rolled over on the 110 in Cypress Park. This happened just before 3 a.m. right in the southbound lanes at the exit for Avenue 43. Police closed all lanes while firefighters used the jaws of life to free that driver. Detectives are still looking into what caused the crash. Here's meteorologist Markina Brown with a look at weather.
We are starting, Amy, to see signs of fall really all over the Southland. Burbank looking at highs today that will be in the low 80s. Vegas looking at 90 degrees. San Francisco at 69 degrees. Out of the Southland starting to feel those signs of fall. San Diego looking at 75 degrees. But for us, we are really starting to feel and see the signs of fall. Temperatures in the beach communities today topping out at 73 degrees. LA and Orange County looking at low 80s along with the folks in the valleys. As we head toward the end of the week, we could see even cooler weather. Back to you.
All right. Thanks, Markina. Well, 2028, Angelenos can circle it on the calendar. That's when the Summer Olympics will return to the Southland. The International Olympic Committee made it official this week with a big announcement in Lima, Peru. It will be the third time in less than a century for the Olympics to be in Southern California. Here's CBS 2's Rick Garcia with a look at LA's long and storied history of hosting the Summer Games.
I proclaim open the Olympic Games of Los Angeles.
1932, Los Angeles giving hope to a world in between two great wars, and America in the grips of the Great Depression.
Again, the great Olympic stadiums jammed to the gunnels.
The Summer Olympic Games that no other city wanted to host until Los Angeles stepped up to keep the Olympic tradition alive. More than 50 years later, in 1984, the Summer Olympics returned to America and the city of Los Angeles. The historic Coliseum once again at the forefront of a world in turmoil, this time because of the Cold War and a Soviet Union boycott.
The only losers of the 23rd Olympiad were those who didn't or couldn't come.
Again, Los Angeles answered the call, delivering what is widely considered the most successful games in Olympic history and bringing the Olympic spirit back to life.
You gave us all such a lift. You gave us something to be unified around and cheer for together.
From the bright colored decorations and the long ticket lines,
How much money have you spent?
Almost 2,000.
to the pin collecting frenzy,
I have the AT&T, I have a Snickers.
Los Angeles was alive with Olympic fever, largely in part because of American dominance and blossoming heroes like Carl Lewis, Mary Lou Retton, and Greg Louganis.
In '84, it was such a magical time to be in Los Angeles.
An Olympic diver and Southern California native, Louganis earned 2 of his 4 gold medals in the '84 Games and got to feel the LA love firsthand.
In '84, when you competed here in Los Angeles, did you have a home pool advantage?
Having the Olympics in your backyard, it can add pressure, but also stimulates and inspires.
Now, LA is setting its Olympic sights on 2028, hoping to recapture that spirit and once again strike hosting gold.
The Olympics are in LA's DNA.
Renata Simril is the president and CEO of the LA '84 Foundation, a nonprofit started to manage Southern California's endowment from the '84 Games. What many people don't realize is that the Games were executed so efficiently, there was a surplus of funds, which LA continues to reap the benefits.
We've grown the original $93 million to about $160 million, but we've also reinvested back into the local community about $230 million.
And as the city of Los Angeles focuses on the 2028 Games, it has one big advantage: time. 11 years to prepare.
It's exciting. Some of our Olympians may not even have that Olympic dream yet.
It gives the bid committee the opportunity to really focus on the athlete experience and the fan experience, harnessing the best that Los Angeles has to offer and really bring forward a new Games for a new era.
Now here's your CBS On The Go sports. 2 years ago, there were no NFL games in Los Angeles, and today there's not one but two at the same time. The Rams are playing Washington at the Coliseum, and the Rams are coming off their big win from last week against the Colts. The Chargers are also playing their first regular season game at the StubHub Center in Carson. They're playing host to the Dolphins, who have been in Southern California since last week. They had their first game postponed and then came out here early to get away from Hurricane Irma. And that's your CBS On The Go update. I'm Amy Johnson. Remember, we're always on CBSLA.com, and be sure to watch us on CBS 2 News at 11 p.m.